fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch the twist. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pick it up. Kill.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Good route here.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 66 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? You ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready. Kill, kill.
Check three. Tighten up.
Easy, opposite.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. Second and long.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, easy.
Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Just keeping the play alive. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Get him, boy.
Ready. 5-8.
Check.
Check.
That's a screen. Pass.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the screen.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Kill.
Now Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
95-56.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hey, easy.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Kamara trying again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Saints have taken the lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first, second, 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Safe. Wall. Zebra. Patch. He's coming. Double. Leave it. Bring up 48.
Second and 5 now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they got the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
oh man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Cousins, and Diggs has it. Breaks through the contact. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Doxson there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Set. Yellow lady.
42. Stay with your man.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, ready? 5-9.
42, check, check. Mike, 42. Check, Mike, check, Mike.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Breeze. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Breeze again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Ready, take.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Step it up. Check 99. Check 99.
Running with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Check. Hey, easy.
Toss play, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this.
And that's caught inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the I.
54 Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll try to run with Madison into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
First and 10.
0-2. Here we go.
Mike 42. Watch a slant.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming for you, Miles.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. 6 guys. Check 6.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. From just shy of midfield, Cousins, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Cook has it, left side. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Let's go, defense.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the run, Abdullah. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cousins pass. Intended for Josh Jackson. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Slam.
We go 21.
Topper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, yellow lady. Easy, opposite. 5'9".
Here we go again. 6'6", bullet high. Hey, orbit.
Easy, 3 seconds.
On 2nd and 2, Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Come. Check 31. Alert flare.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They don't want it, fellas.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Haywood. Let's get it.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check it backer.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Hey, steamer.
Safety's creeping. Show.
Hey. Nice. What's that?
A first down throw for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shit.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Craig Robertson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long for Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Hey, easy. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Rush in. Rush in. Whoa, whoa. Hey, easy.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, it's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 66 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
56. Touchdown, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 83 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 38, Saints 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check. Whoa.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ready? Kill. Let him.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. And Gibbs got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
53. Hey, easy. Pretty quiet.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. Check.
Back to throw, Breeze. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, easy. Go get him.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
Check 52.
Kill.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Kill.
Tight down, there you go. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Let's go, D.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.